Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about how to calculate the count of words in the text, and we're going to use the modern approach. So let's dive into it. So first we need the text. Let me delete this one so to do everything explicit. We're going to get into the browser, and you may choose whatever text you'd like. So I'll choose master, and yeah, probably read this. So when I got this, I want to get more, and probably I want to take all of that. No, without the images. Can I? Yep. So I copied this, and then I'll create the file text.txt, and then paste it into here. So you just save the file and then close it. And now we are going to work in the Python. So first I'm going to say that with open, and I'm going to define our name of the file text.txt, and then the method which I'm going to use is r, which is read method, and then I'll cast it as f, which means that I'll cast it as file. So I'll say text is equal to f dot read line. So read line, what it makes is it basically makes the text. So if so it takes the object, and this is the method of the object, so this method returns as text. If we would just use f, it's going to return the object. So to check this out, we would just say print text, and so it will return the object. So f read line is going to return as also method, because I didn't use the parentheses, the brackets. So now we got our output of the method readLine. So what I'm about to do is to make the array of this so that we can work with this. So in order to do this, we will use another method which is called split. So split basically divides all the words by the space by default. So, and now if I'll run this, I got the good yeah, so they got the good result. But I think the problem here is that I need to put them all into the one line. So in order to get all of them, so let's basically make this. So 1, 2, okay, now I think it should work fine, and we are going to have more words. So now we have much more words than we had before. So now I'm going to use 3 approaches at first, and then I'm going to use the modern one. Okay, so let's dive into the first approach. So the first approach says is that we can basically use the if statements in the loop. So let's check this out. So we're going to say that we are having words count dictionary, and then for word in text we got into the loop, and we are saying that now if word in words count, then we are going to use words count its key parameter, which is word, of course, and we will say plus equal to 1. So it basically means that we already have this key, because we plus equal 1, and in order, if we do not have this key, we will say else, and we would say words count the same word key, but now we are assigning the value into the new key. So it's going to be just 1. So if, for example, we have word Mikhail, we will get here, and then we're checking if this is in our empty dictionary, and it is not there. So we go here, and then we are assigning the new value, which is new key, which is Mikhail, and the value of this key is equal to 1. So then next, when we when we will get Mikhail the second time, probably just gonna use the search. Oh, okay, we have Mikhail just one time, probably I don't know, Empire. Also not that much times. So what about Russia? Okay. Oh, okay. So no, it's not. It's still not there. So oh, that's kind of hard. So probably the best word is here an end because we have a lot of ends here. So we got into the end, so we assign that end is equal to 1, and then the next time when we will get into the this end, it will get here, and then it will check if the key end is in the dictionary. So it will say yeah, so this key is already in the dictionary, so we're not going to assign the value, but we're going to plus equal 1. So it basically means that we have two ends already. And this approach is very easy. So then we say print words count and check this out if it works okay. So as you can see, probably this one we shall comment in order to make it explicit. So Mikhail is 1 time here, on is 1 time here. So became 2 times. What else? Off is 15 times. So I think you got the idea, and probably it's not, very easy to understand this because we don't really know where is 4 and where is 3. Probably we need to sort this, and in order to sort this, we actually don't have the built-in method in the dictionary to sort this, like in list like this sort. So we're going to use method sorted. So this is built-in method sorted. So first we need to pass the dictionary or list or whatever we have to sort it. So we have words and then count. So we are going to use words count dot items, and the reason is because I'll just show it to you. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to show you the difference between them. So we first have word count items, and then we have just the simple one. So I'll just run it, and as you can see, for the first one, we got the list, and this list contains the tuples, and each tuple has its own value, and each tuple has 2 values, so key and value, which basically 2 values. So and the first one, if we do it like that, we just have a dictionary, not the list, and inside this dictionary we have just key values. So it's it's easier to use words count that items in order to sort it. So the next parameter is key, which use lambda function, and lambda receives basically item. And then it says that item is 1. So what it does is that it takes one element from the whole array or list. So and it takes the element from whole the list, probably the first one, and then we say that please sort it by item 1, which means that in this tuple the element 1 is our number of counts. Basically this is 0 index and this is first index, and we're defining the first index that is saying that you shall sort it by this value. So whatever the items by the index 1 returns, you shall sort it by that. Then last we are going to say reverse, and what it does is that it just reverses the it reverses our sorting, but I've been, that's right. So now we will say sorted, and then here, and then delete this one. So we would just say words count is equal to sorted, and then we would just use words count here in order to do it. Yep, of course, delete this as here. And as you can see now, it's very easy to explore. So now we have the most one, the most popular ones is in and the. Then we have of and his and lower and lower and lower numbers. So at the end we have not the most lowest one, but just the ones which we can find in the text just one time. So this is the first approach, and I'm going to comment it by multiple comment. Then I'm going to use the second approach, and the second approach is a bit controversial, but I would not advise to use this one, but of course you can. So we are going to assign words count to the same dictionary. Then we're going to get into the same loop, word in text, and here we are saying that try. So we're doing our try except. So try to say that words count has its word key, which is going to add 1 into here. And of course, if it does an error that we don't have this key where we can add this one, we goes into except. So except does what it does is absolutely the same thing as we did here, just instead of if else we're using try except. So yeah, count and then word is equal to 1. So we're basically assigned the one which we did not use before. So, and this is going to work perfectly fine as it worked before. I'm just going to copy this and check this out. So as you can see, it works perfectly fine as it worked before, and probably in order to make it back into the dictionary, we just need to say dict receive this value. So yep, no, sorry, I don't need my pip libraries. As you can see, we got dictionary. So what we had before, yeah, this is just for the sake of knowing. Okay, so we did the second multiple comment, and then we're going to get into the third approach, which I consider as the best one in order, in the conditions or in the context of using just built-in Pythonic functions and methods. So a third method, we're going to define words and then counts, which is equal to simply this, which is Pythonic method to defining the variable, or probably less Pythonic will be just dict. So this is going to result the same thing. And I'm going to get into the loop again, word in our text, of course, so because our text is list. And what I'm going to say is that I'm going to make a new variable, previous probably value, just previous value, which is equal to words count, and then we're using method get, and get word, which is our key value, and if there is no such, we're going to return 0. So our previous value is going to be either the value of this key or just 0. So is going to be 0 in order if we don't have this key yet. So, and then we'll say that our words count is always gonna be equal, key which is word, is always going to be equal to 1, and then we just add our previous value plus 1, and we're going to get the same result. I'm going to again copy this and run this, and as you can see, we get the same result. So these are the three methods which we can basically use here. Okay, so the best method to use the library, and this is the most convenient one and modern one as I consider it to be. So we're going to import from library which is called collections, model which is called it's not actually a model, it's just a type of the data type, I would say. And we call this data type. This is basically almost the same as dictionary, but a bit different one. So I would say default dict. So as you can see, we have this dict root, but we have default before. So what it means default is just it's a little bit modified, and we'll dive a bit later into it. So I'm going to create the same one, which is going to be words count. And I'm going to say that words count is equal to default dict, which is basically the same as this assigning. That would be better if it would be so. Okay. We are saying the same thing, but our default dict receives then one value. So if I'll run it right now, we didn't get an error because there's definitely by default value. There's definitely value by default is set up, but what I'm going to put it there int. So basically what our default dict is different or differ from the dict is the default dict says that if I don't have a value, I'm going to if I don't have a value when we let me get into here, when we trying to assign the value to again, so default dict says that if I don't have this key when I am trying to add the value, I'm going to set the new key and to set it into the 0. So and the reason is because int just simply returns 0, and in order to check this, of course, we can say print int, and I'm going to get 0, and without the parentheses, of course, there's going to be class, but it considers it, so it returns 0. So this is basically the difference. So this method is more modern and convenient is because we don't need this to do this, except we don't need to use this previous value, as well as we don't need to use this else here. So it basically makes it by default, and let's dive into it. So for word in text, we are going to say just one line here. We will say that words count receives key, which is word, and then plus equal to 1. And if we don't have this key, it will not throw us into the error, but it will assign this key and will make it equals to 0, and then now it will get into here and it will add into the 0 plus 1, and this is what it basically does. Okay, so print, we're going to just train our fingers to memorize this by our I don't remember how do we call this kind of memory, probably physical memory, not sure about it, probably you can say about this in the comments. So sorted, and then sorted text, is it? Sorted count, of course. No, what am I doing here? Yeah, I a bit messed it. So words count, this is the first parameter, and we're going to set items. Of course, I've explained it already. Why do we use items? Then it has the parameter key, which is lambda, and we take just some value, first one, then second one, and we sort it by this value. So we're always takes from these items this value, which we will define here. Okay, so yeah, of course, item, and then lambda item takes this item 1 to by the index 1 to sort it, and reverse in order to do this from the large to the list. And if you don't want to make it from the large to the list, you can just say false or just delete this, and it will make it by default from the list to the large. Okay, let's just leave it this way. Then I'm going to run this, and I got an error. The reason is because I'm using the JavaScript syntaxes. Yeah, sorry, I'm a web programmer on one hand, so and I got again an error. The reason is because we are using sorted. Then this goes here. So yeah, and I did another mistake as well. So here we actually have this colon because this is the lambda function. So now it should work fine. And as you can see at the end, we got the same result, just reversed, which means this is the default one from the list to the large. So, and the largest are in and the. So, and this is the most modern and convenient method to do this. I would strongly encourage you to go through all of that and make it by your own hand. Method. So, and this is basically it. So, I hope this video was helpful, and you may know how to solve the problem in the different ways. In order to support this project, you can check out all the links in the description. But of course, have a good day. Thank you.